Okay, so obviously this is Pentacles, this is money, so I'm getting this feeling of a lot of growth here. It feels like financial growth. It's very gradual growth. It's gradual, it's stable though. It doesn't matter. You'd rather have, or I'd rather have, stable growth that stays there than this kind of up and down. So that's what I'm feeling. There's a little bit of unease around this, I think. It's a little bit like, I'm getting to where I want to be, but I'm not quite there yet. That's kind of how you're feeling. And there are a lot of different things here that I'm seeing. It's the first thing is that it's like I know where I'm going, but I'm not quite there. And I just want to put my head down by myself on my own and just get there by myself. There's also a little bit of unease around this. It feels as if I don't know why, but it feels as if it's around your home. So maybe you feel as if your home's not where it should be. Maybe you don't like the location you're in. Maybe you'd like to be in a better location. It might be that, you're working on your home and it's not ready, or it might be that you haven't gotten what you need for your home. And I think, when you're by yourself, when you're alone, when you're in your home or whatever, or, I think you're fine about that. I think you're like, well, I know I haven't got everything I need, or I know I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there. That's fine. It's when you're by yourself, you're okay. But I think when you have some other people around you, especially some judgmental people, judgy people, that's when it really bothers you. You have these people who are trying to, talk to you about this and question you maybe, because I'm seeing, this is what I'm seeing. I think there might be a visit coming up actually, and someone's coming to visit you. I think they might be coming to your home, or they're going to be talking to you about where you're at, and they're going to be they're quite a judgy person. It really feels to me as if someone's coming into your sanctuary or your cocoon. So it's either they're coming into your home to talk to you, to visit you, or you're going to be somewhere where this person is, and they're going to ask you lots of probing questions, and it's going to feel as if you're being invaded almost. It's like, I'm in this little cocoon, I'm in my sanctuary, and you're coming in to bother me and you're judging me. That's how it feels. It's like someone's opening the lid up and they're stirring the pot and putting it back on, and it feels really horrible. That's what I'm getting. It's horrible. I hate that you're going through this if this is resonating. If you are anticipating someone judging you, like if you're thinking, okay, when they come to my place or when I go to this thing, this person's going to judge me, and I'm really stressed about it. If that's how you're feeling, I think you're probably right actually. I know you might not want to hear that, but your instincts are right if that's what you're feeling, because this is judgment about money. It's about possessions. It's like, it's about show. It's about showing off. And I'm getting this, what you have, what you've built up for yourself, it's not for show. It's not for other people. You're doing this to build your future up. You're doing this to build yourself up. It's not for anyone else to show off or for them to see what you're doing. It's just for you. So I actually think with this person, this really judgy person, I think you're at a higher level spiritually and vibrationally than they are. And also anyone who judges on what you have, for example, what kind of car you have, or whether you have a huge place or the latest whatever, whether you've got that or not, they're not on the same level spiritually. If that's what they're thinking about, if they're thinking about the one dimension of, oh, do you have the latest car, do you have the latest this, they're not spiritually up to where you are, because you don't have that in mind. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable, and you do want to be comfortable, but they're not like that. They judge on these other things. So, it's like, just if you're going to be around this person, if you have to be around them, try and keep calm. Just know that, I know this sounds bad, but just know that you're on this other level spiritually to where they are. And, the latest whatever it is, it might be in fashion now, it's going to be out of fashion tomorrow, and you know that. They don't know that. They're going to keep on buying the latest thing every 5 minutes. But, you have this inner knowing, and just remember that you have that. You have this spirituality. You know who you are. The latest whatever it is will go out tomorrow, but you're going to have yourself, your inner self. And your spirituality and all of that, you'll have that forever. That'll stay with you forever. So just remember that. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so the next card you have your past, the Knight of Swords. So again, I think this is another message to you. This is about this very critical person. Here they are here. And I think this is a little bit of a warning. Because I think you're anticipating seeing this person. You might still be doing that. And you might be thinking, if they say this, I'll say that, or I'll do this, or whatever. Again, try not to stoop to their level. Don't go down to their level, because they're judging over possessions, show, all this kind of thing. It's very low level, very low vibrational. Don't lower yourself. Don't engage with this. They're already getting into your head. I think if you're thinking about this, if you're thinking, oh, this person's going to be there, they're already there. They're already getting into your head. They're getting into your brain and all of that. So don't let them do that. Whatever you do, try and get them out of your mind. Meditate if you want to. Stay calm. If they're around you, if they're talking to you, just smile and say, yes, okay. Oh, doesn't look very good. Don't you have that furniture? Oh, you haven't got that. Oh, that's true. Yes, that's nice. Just be a bit like that. Just be a bit like that, and they'll look at you strange, but that's fine. Let them wonder. Okay, so the last card you have your past is the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is a really, really nice card, really sweet, very innocent. It can be about family, reunions and all of that. So again, I think this is about family, and I think this problem person might be a family member or a friend of the family. And because this is a really positive card, I think there are a lot of people around you who are on your side in your family. I'm actually seeing two specific people here who are around you. There's a really warm feeling around them. It feels really comfortable, really warm, and I think you feel really comfortable around these people. So if you're in this situation where, it's a family gathering or whatever, and this person's there, just try to make sure you're around people who you feel comfortable with. Try and minimize your time that you have with this person. Minimize the bad feelings. They might corner you. You might have to run away. Because if you look at this card, I'm saying that because if you look at this card, I don't know if you can see it, just in the left-hand corner, there's a man walking away. He's not running away, but you might have to run away from them. Just spend your time with people who you like, and if this person comes, just make your excuses. Oh, excuse me, just walk off. Don't be around them, don't engage with them. It's very low level. You'll get onto that level if you're around them. You'll start thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or you might start saying things like, oh, well, actually, I have got this, and that doesn't matter. Don't go into that. Don't get into that. I don't think you can totally avoid this person. I think, it's some situation, whether it's a reunion or a get-together or something, some meeting where you have to be around them. So I hope that helps if this resonates. I hope I'm giving you some kind of ideas of how to deal with them without kind of stooping to their level. I know it's hard. The other thing here is, I think there's a situation, you've gotten away from this. You've gotten out of this. It's not a good situation. I'm really glad you have, because, there's a lot of manipulation here. You got away from someone who, I think what happens is they buy people's affection. That's what I'm getting. Because look at the gifts on this card, gift giving, and I think you're around someone who's very manipulative in that way, money-wise or gift-wise or something. And this is definitely about an ex. You've left someone, you've left this situation. I think you're probably still getting your confidence back after being around them. Very, very difficult situation you're in, because I think this is someone who, a lot of people like them. They seem likable, people like them, but they don't know the real them. That's what I'm seeing. They like the side of them that they know. That's what I'm getting. And again, gift giving. Maybe they appear to be really generous. Maybe they gave things to people, or, I'm seeing a situation where, going out to dinner, they're like the head of the table, and they're like, oh, I'll buy the wine, I'll order, I'll pay for everyone, but they like to be in control of things. It's like, I'll order, I'm going to order this, I'm going to order, and so no one has a say in what they're eating or drinking. but they can't, they feel as if they can't because this person's paying. It's that kind of manipulation through gifts or money. That's what I'm seeing. It might not be exactly that situation, but that's the kind of thing I'm seeing. Someone who likes to be the big person. Oh, I'll pay for everything, but then they're in control. That's what I'm getting. Now, yeah, I'm seeing third parties here as well, with these two people at the center of this card and this person who's walking away. So walking away from a third party, I think that's what you did. And you have the Three of Pentacles here as well, and that can be about third parties as well. Okay, I just feel as if I have to tell you this. Try not to lose your kind of kind, giving nature, because I'm just seeing this hard edge, this hard shell that's kind of growing around you a bit. I can understand why it's there. I absolutely can. You might even be retreating into yourself a bit as well. And I think in time that's going to soften. If that resonates, it's going to change, because you know you have the spiritual core that's there, and that's you. That's the real you. It's always going to be in there. That's what I'm seeing in the Knight of Swords. I think that core that you have, that spiritual core, is always going to be there. Who you are is always going to be there. And I think once you're over this, once you get your confidence back, that's going to grow and that's going to come out of you again. It feels like you've gone into yourself, but that's going to come out again. And yeah, this ex really messed with you, messed you around, and obviously you were changed by that. But you're going to get yourself back in time. And if this resonates, you should be proud of yourself for getting out of this, because this is a very manipulative person. It's someone who I think has quite a lot of disposable income, because they like to kind of show off, they like to give gifts, that kind of thing. So I think you did very, very well to get away from someone like that, if that resonates with you. Very difficult thing to get away from. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Ten of Cups. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful card. I love this. Again, this can be about family. Again, so there's so much family in this reading. Okay, there's a situation I'm seeing here. There's someone in your family. They might not be all that well. Okay, I know this is specific, but this is what I'm seeing. There's some kind of breathing or throat problem. Someone's coughing. And yeah, this is a family member. This is a well-loved family member. You absolutely love this person. I'm seeing some kind of future that you were looking forward to. You wanted to have a future. You wanted a future with them. And there's protection here as well. So I think you wanted to take care of this person. You wanted to protect them. I'm seeing some kind of traveling here as well. You're really looking forward to being somewhere different with them. Traveling, you wanted to go somewhere with them. I'm seeing that as well. Okay, I just want to tell you this. I'm seeing recovery. I'm seeing recovery here. So if you're worrying about someone, there is a recovery here. This is a beautiful, positive card. It's going to be a slow recovery. But this future that you're imagining with this person, you are going to have this future with them in some form. It's not going to be exactly as you imagined, but there are going to be some adjustments that are going to have to be made, maybe because of their health, but you are going to be able to have that future. You are going to be able to have some kind of travel with them. I'm also seeing getting to the heart, getting to the core of things, getting to the bottom of things. So, you know, it might be that someone does tests on them. They might be in hospital, doctors, something, and they're doing tests, and the tests get to the bottom of the problem. It's looking really, really, really positive. It's slow progress. It's gradual. I know that's specific, but I hope someone gets that message. I had to say that because I want someone who's worrying to see that there is recovery there. Slow recovery, but it is there. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, the Five of Cups. Yes. Okay, so there's someone here. Okay, it might be this ex. I think it probably is, because yeah, it probably is. Okay, what I'm seeing is someone's in a situation, they found themselves in a situation. They didn't mean to be in this situation, but they found themselves in this situation. They had to make a decision. It was a decision to be with someone. romantically. Now, yeah, this is how they felt. They felt as if they were forced into this, forced into making this decision. I don't think they were, but this is how they were feeling, and this is how they're still feeling. And yeah, I think it's probably this ex, because yeah, this is about third parties, and it adds up with what I was seeing before, third parties. So I think what probably happened is they met this other person, this third party. They thought it was just going to be a bit of fun. I don't think they wanted an actual relationship with this person to begin with. I think they just thought, oh, have a bit of fun, whatever, no one will find out. And I think maybe they were caught out, or they felt as if when everyone kind of saw what was happening, or when someone saw what was happening, might have been you, it was like, oh, I have to kind of make it look as if I wanted this and I know what I'm doing. I hope that makes sense. So it's like, it's like, oh, it's a bit of fun, it's nothing. And then when people look at this and they say, what are you doing with this person? Oh, yeah, I wanted to be with this person. That's kind of what I'm getting. So it's like it turned into a decision when all these eyes were on them. So, okay, just be aware of this. There's a bridge in this card. I'm just seeing this bridge. So, I don't think they're going to come and talk to you right now, but I think in their mind, I think a part of them wants to leave the door opened a little bit. They want to leave the bridge there so that just in case they need to come back in the future at some time. Very selfish behavior. So just watch out for that. Just be aware of that. If this is this ex, and I think it is, they can be very manipulative. I've seen that in the Six of Cups, and they're not happy in the situation they're in. So watch out for that. Okay. All right. So the last card you have in your presence, the Four of Swords. Yeah, this is about recovery. Look at this. This is about someone resting. They're lying there. They're kind of getting better. And when they wake up, they're going to open their eyes and they're going to see this beautiful stained glass window. And that's the recovery. That's the promise of what's to come. So very, very beautiful card there. It's also about revelation, waking up and seeing this big vision of this window. And they're like, oh, wow, look at this. I really know something. I've learned something significant. I've realized something. So I think this revelation might be about, tests, because I'm seeing this getting to the core of things, this medical problem. So I think, they're going to really do some tests or find out what's going on or something, and they're going to get to the core. So it's like they're going to keep on looking and looking and looking until they find out what the answer is. When they've got the answer, that's this big revelation. So, I think this might be the first time that this happens, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is, I think they've been through a lot of different tests or different doctors or different treatments or something, and no one's really got to the center of this problem. I'm seeing a lot of, putting a plaster on things and then kind of going on your way, if that makes sense. It's like, I'll give you this medicine and that'll fix the symptoms, but it doesn't actually fix the core problem. That's what I'm seeing. So I think this time they'll probably get to the center of what this is. They're going to crack the code, probably. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, again, definitely recovery. I've seen it twice now in this reading so far. And yeah, very, very lovely reading. Beautiful reading. It's about this man who's lying there. He's not very well. He wakes up and he sees this beautiful, beautiful stained glass window. So very beautiful card. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Eight of Swords. More swords. Okay. This can be about a lot of very, very negative things. I know, feeling trapped it can be, censorship, all kinds of things. I think when it comes to building up a new life for yourself, this new life that you want for yourself, I think you're actually a lot further along than you think you are. I don't think you can see all the possibilities that are in front of you, because this woman's got a blindfold on. She can't see what's there. And I don't know if it's because you have this judgy person around you, this critical person. It just feels like you've gotten up to a certain point, and it might be your career, might be other parts of your life. And I was seeing this as well back in the Three of Pentacles as well. And you're up to this point and you feel like, I don't know if I can get any further. I'm kind of stuck here. And I think, if you look at this really closely, if you look really closely at this card, it looks as if she's totally surrounded by these swords, but actually there's only one sword in front of her, and it's the smaller sword out of all of them. So, you might be imagining, oh, I've got all these obstacles in front of me and I can't go any further. I don't think there really are as many obstacles as you're seeing. And you really need to take the blindfold off and see what's actually there, which is a lot of opportunity. So you can move forward. You're not as stuck as you think you are. So I think the message here is, whether you've got one sword there, 10 swords there, a blindfold on, whatever you've got, keep on pushing forward, keep on moving forward. And I think as you keep on working through this, you'll get out of that little slump, and you'll see, it's like the work is going to force you to see what's actually there as you keep on going, if that makes sense. So keep on pushing that forward. I'm also seeing a little bit of workplace stress here as well. Yeah, someone's trying to put obstacles in front of you, actually. So you're not totally imagining things. I take that back. I think in your total life, in your life, in where you're going in your life, it's not. But I think in this little bit in the workplace, there is someone who's trying to do that. And I think they might be trying to, this is a very selfish person. They're trying to kind of make it look as if they have all the information. This is what I'm getting, and you have to kind of come to them for the information. You don't have to come to them for the information. You can go around them. You can go to someone above them. They don't have all the information, and actually I think they're trying to keep things from you so that they can rise above you. So be very careful of this person. Absolutely go to someone above them for that information that you need. They're not going to like this. They're absolutely not. But I don't care if they like this or not. And you shouldn't either, because they don't care about you. They don't care about you. They're trying to get above you. They're trying to get ahead of you. They can probably see your potential. They know that they can't get, they don't want people to compare the two of you. And they know that they have to do some kind of trick or something like that to be ahead of you. But no. Go around them, go above them, go to someone who's at the head of the department, or wherever this is, whatever this is, get the information from there. Completely ignore them. You don't need to even talk to them. They'll be angry if you do that. I can see that. They're going to confront you. But you'll just have to say, well, I needed this information and I'm going to get this information. There's nothing they can do about it. There's absolutely nothing. You've got to think about yourself, because in this situation, they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. So that's what I'm seeing in that card. And, so, okay, that's all I'll say there.